What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl, according to Jane Natisse, and I am back with a review for Life After Lockup. Now, we got a little piece of head wrap action today. That's because I retwisted my hair, and I ain't ready to take the clips out yet. So we just gonna rock with this little head wrap, and let's get it started. So after Mike boom bopped the wall, he left and went for a walk. Justine's pretty mad because she's like, yo, that's not how you control your anger. Like, you trying to teach the boys to control your anger and work on yourself, and then he goes and boom bops the wall. So she's clearly not happy. Mike comes home and he's still mad, and Justine's like, well, don't take your anger out on me. And that got her to thinking, she was like, God forbid something happened to me when I have this baby, like, and I don't know if I want Mike taking my kids, like, if that's how he's gonna act. So fast forward, Mike is meeting up with his daughter Melanie. They're playing basketball. She's 17, and Justine meets up with her daughter Kylie, who's 19. Now Kylie is living the dream and eating ice cream because she's in college. She's doing it up, so good for her. And what I took from this is that them girls make more sense than the parents. They're like, why would you even like have another baby so close to when you just had this baby? So, they are actually trying to talk some sense into their parents' heads. Justine tells Kylie, if God forbid something happens to her with this baby, like, she wants her to take in her brother, Santana, and I forgot the other little boy's name, sorry. And then, the kids that she has with Michael, maybe they could split custody or whatever. Kylie's like, I'm out here living, honey. I'm not trying to be taking care of no kids, but I'm sure if she had to do that she would. But, God forbid, Justine's going to be just fine. Kim and Joey ain't going to be long either. So Kim's making breakfast. Joey keeps asking her about the DNA test for the oldest son. I believe he's Kyler, and the other one's Kason. Y'all, whatever. Anywho, and she's saying she hasn't gotten the results back. It'll be by email and all that stuff. And so he's just like, whatever. So as you know, they're in the middle of house shopping, and I know from experience how taxing and difficult house shopping will be. We just bought a house. It'll be a year next month, child. And oh my God, it took forever to find, the house for us. But that's a story time for some other time. Anywho, so she's saying, she's found like some places that are like $1,500 a month and all that stuff. Remember, they in North Carolina in the woods, so the price is gonna be low. I was like, $1,500, that's less than my mortgage. But anyway, so she's telling Joey it's time to get a job, because remember, Kim only makes $15 an hour. So Joey need to get a job. He need to do something. He's giving off excuse after excuse. But fast forward, Joey has he has his HVAC certification. Fast forward, Joey has an interview with the guy, and he's saying he doesn't really have that much experience with the HVAC, but he's willing to learn, and that's what's important. Like, you're willing to learn. So the guy says, starting off you'll make like $16 an hour, but you keep good, you get good at it, you grow, you could be easily making $100K a year. So Joey lets it be known that he just got out of jail, and the guy was just like, oh. But he was very accepting of that. The guy pretty much is saying it's gonna be a no right now, but I'll forward your information to my higher ups, and best of luck. That's all with them. Louie and Melissa, my Jersey heads. We don't see Melissa this episode. It's just all Louie. Louie's ready to go ring shopping, and he gets the ring shop, and they're asking him like, what's your budget? Budget was 10 to 12K, which, damn, Joey, you have good sense. You have good saving skills, cause, whoo. But he's worked hard and saved up to get Melissa the right ring. She wants a 2-carat diamond. She don't want no lab-grown diamond or anything like that. So Joey's looking around, and the place is giving him like, oh, it's gonna be 20K, 25K, and Joey's like, I need to step outside. This is too much. So Joey steps outside, and his friends are like, are you having second thoughts? And he's just like, I just didn't think it'd be that expensive. Blah, blah, blah. Now, tell me, y'all. I know people care about the price of the ring and all that stuff, and whether it's real and things like that. How much was y'all's engagement rings? If y'all are engaged or married, how much was y'all rings? Because I feel like you can use that 10K for something else. You know what I mean? I get it's a symbol of your love and all that. If my man spent 10K on an engagement ring, I don't know what I would do. Like, I don't know. That's so wild to me. Like, I don't know. You could get some real nice jewelry that won't be 10K. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, we here now, and Joey's, he's still snooping around. He's still looking around to find the perfect ring. And he finds it, and the grand total was 18K. So he went over budget by like 6,000. But he says Melissa's worth it. So, c'est la vie. So it's been 30 days since Key Rock's family done headed down to Texas. So they've been in that motel for 30 days. Brittany said in the beginning that she seen a crackhead outside. I said, oh, they got y'all in the trenches. But anyway, so they're trying to go to the parole officer to see if Brittany can be approved for the move. Because at this point, Key Rock is off of papers, so he's a free man. He could go, whatever, do what he got to do. It's Brittany. Brittany, has to still get approved by the state of Texas and all that stuff. So she's not going to be off of papers until the year 2030. So 6 more years, and she got to pay off her restitution, which is about 10K. Don't know how much left she got on the restitution, but I don't know if she has to do both, or if she pays the 10K, she'll be off. Or y'all let me know, because I missed it. I thought like she said 10K or 2030, whatever. Anywho, they go to the parole office, and 30 minutes later, Brittany comes out, and Brittany is not happy. Key Rock's like, yeah, baby, where we going? When we going? Brittany's like, I got denied. They denied her once again. They denied her. She's throwing her coffee on the ground, and she's upset. So they told her that they have to wait another 45 days, and she has to be living with a relative. So she's gonna have to move in with her aunt. On top of that, her name gotta be on the lease. My thing is, why didn't y'all tell her this before? Like, why now? Like, after waiting 30 days, now you spring this on her. So we'll see. Maybe Key Rock's just going to have to go to Texas and get settled, get everything settled. Because I don't know if they still have the apartment on hold or found somewhere else. But they just going to have to do what they got to do. And if Key Rock has to go, and get settled while Brittany is waiting for approval, then that's just what they're going to have to do. Zariah. Come closer, girl. Closer. Girl, stop playing before you lose that man. He's a good man, Savannah. A good man. He's a good man, Zariah. A good man. Anyway, so Z and Troy, they're going to meet up with the psychic. I forgot her name. But they're going to meet up with the psychic, and she's shuffling the cards, and she's saying that there's going to be all this turmoil. Same thing she was telling Z before. There's going to be all this turmoil and all that stuff. And she's picking up on a female energy around Troy. And Z's like, it's the baby mama. And she's like, it's not the baby mama, it's somebody else. And that just sends Z up in a tizzy. Oh my God. I was like, what is going on? So she's like, I need to go outside. I need to go outside. So she goes outside. Troy's out there trying to talk to her. And she's like, I just need to know, Troy, are you cheating on me? Then the dramatic break. But Troy says he ain't cheating on that girl. And but it's just crazy how that just sent Z off. That what she said in the car just set her off. And I'm just like, girl, calm down. She's saying that Troy is on his phone a lot. And I mean, that's everybody at this point. Like, all our lives are like in our phones, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. And my thing is, maybe you project them a little bit, Z, because you're the one that cheated. We remember. But anyway, Troy says he's not cheating. She don't have no proof besides what the lady said. So they go back in and what'd she say? She said something. I forgot. I'm sorry. I didn't take it down. But they're still just going to have a lot of like turmoil and trials ahead of them. So we go to Z's parents' house. Remember, they're the preachers. And how gorgeous was Z's mom's locks. Now I see why she always keeps her head covered, because them things is long. I was like, but they're so beautiful. Shout out to Z's mom. Your hair is so beautiful. I'm getting there. Anyway, so they're having dinner over to mom's house. Daddy goes and blesses the food right quick. He said, Lord, thank you for the food, Baba. I was like, sir, ain't you a preacher? Wake up. But anyway, they're having conversation at dinner. Z's son is there, Ashael. Then all of a sudden he disappeared. Editing, hell of a thing. But she goes on to say that she is seeing a psychic. And that woke Daddy up, because you know they are fire and brimstone. Jesus. And Daddy was like, now say what now? And Z's mom goes on to say, you know, she believes in it, but she doesn't believe it comes from God. It's witchcraft, things like that. And Z's daddy said he ain't putting his trust in no cards, because he putting all his trust in God. Hallelujah! That's it with I'm sorry. I'm a nut. I know. But that's it with them. That's where their thing ended. Moving on. Bianca and Daniel, just break up, please. Just break up. I don't know if present day they're still together or not. I doubt it highly. Like I was saying, my dog started barking, so have to edit all that out. I don't know if they're still together. Are they still together? I don't follow them. I don't really care to follow them. Let me know. But Daniel, he seems like a good dude. He does seem like a good dude. So it's after the meeting with the parole officer. This is all like the same day. Again, just a reminder, just a pin. Daniel has only been out of jail for 1 day. So these past like 2-3 episodes all took place in a 24-hour period. Okay? Daniel's parents come over, his mom and his stepdad, along with cousin Robert. So Daniel's going out with his parents, and cousin Robert and Bianca go to hang out. They go to a restaurant and they end up sitting at the bar, of course. While shopping, Daniel asks his mom what she thinks of Bianca. And she's like, you know, she's cool. I like her. I just wish she didn't drink and all that stuff. And Daniel tells the mom that he's thinking about proposing, and she thinks that's a little fast. She also tells them that they had sex last night and didn't use protection, and she's like, now I know you wasn't thinking. because why would you do that? But they're shopping. It looked like a thrift shop or whatever. They go to look at rings. I don't know what kind of ring he picked out. Again, no judgment. You buy the ring you can afford. But they ended up spending in total, including the ring. Did he buy the ring? I thought he bought a ring. Anyway, they spent a total of $71. Again, it is what it is. Daniel ain't got no money. He ain't working. He's literally been out of jail 1 day. So I'm not sure what she's expecting. Like, if she wanted an engagement ring, it's going to be from Walmart or the thrift shop, okay? So Bianca and Robert, they're at the bar. They're getting drinks. And of course, the more drinks Bianca got in her, the more she just telling their business. Why is you telling that man's cousin that Daniel just wanted to stick it in and the sex was mediocre? Like, why is you like, y'all telling y'all family about your sex life? Because, baby, no. No, God. Like, as far as my parents know, they want grandchildren. They gonna be immaculate conception. I'm just playing. But my point is, I'm not saying like, oh, like, me and my boyfriend did it last night. Like, come on, man. Like, that always just is like, y'all are really just telling the business. So she's bothered with Daniel being such a mama's boy. And she's not satisfied with the sex. Again, he's only been out of jail 1 day after, like, what, a 13-year stint? And he ain't had no cheeks. Of course it ain't gonna be what you expected, girl. You gotta give him some time, okay? But again, it's only been 1 day. But at the same time, you're hesitant to taking a plan B because you're like, I'll have a baby. Girl, what? Bianca's priorities are way out of whack. But then you got to remember, she is 23 years old. She's 23. So she's, of course, going to be very emotionally immature, very much about herself. Daniel and his parents get to the bar. And, of course, they see Bianca and Robert at the bar. And they're mad. They're just like, I don't know how many drinks Bianca's had, but she done had quite a few. Robert's had some drinks too. And they're just like, I'm disappointed in you, blah, blah, blah. Daniel's stepdaddy gets in Bianca's face, which, sir, why are you getting in my face? Like, I get, you know, she really shouldn't be drinking, but, sir, you ain't got to get all in my face. So at this point, Bianca's just like, whatever. And Daniel's like, yo, this is triggering to me. This is really triggering. Bianca's like, he's a grown man. He has to learn to control his urges. Now, what do y'all think? Like, if you're dating someone that has a drinking issue, are you just gonna brag about like are you still gonna drink? That's my question for y'all. Are y'all still gonna drink? Or are you on Bianca's like, he's a grown man, he has to control, blah, 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 blah. My opinion, I think she should be a little more understanding of his situation and maybe not like brag about drinking to him or things like that. Like, it's complicated. They just need to go on and break up, child. So they go outside and they're talking, and Daniel's like, you know, this is triggering. Bianca's begging for a kiss because she's drunk. And he's like, I don't even want to taste the alcohol. He doesn't even want to taste the alcohol. So this is really, really big for him. So I think Bianca should be a little more considerate. But please break up. Please say by next episode y'all are broken up, because y'all don't need to be together. I'm sorry. Y'all don't. That is my review, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you like what you see, make sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend about this channel, because we're trying to make it grow. All right? Later.